Wajoli Dora here, story wa, Anna Dora Fred, and this is where we digest, we discussed national and regional politics, gian matika time in the political arena, kuido tumkemege, and the politics furudong. So Jimmy Maduong tika time in the political space, waneno jomo keno lelo, jomo keno tika koro, lutela yo karo, jo keno lutela yo poro, so Jimmy Maduong tika time ka jo mati social media jo mati updated ki news gingeo ni watia robolo kui ento football wa yue ki politics chitin atiki panelists mamega ma wawe meta ki digesting wa mero neno kumbedi chani MP achel mamegwa ma ukaro kui has declared intentions for speakership race. But now MPs mukane bengo declaring intentions gi ikomanga magibi chwako for the speakership race. Chimi discussing enoni atiki vuli our most able panelists mawunu ngeyogi mukano ngeyogi others are making their maiden appearance on the show. I'll love my panelists to introduce themselves. Labeja, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Afoy matekin la nanwa on Story Wa TV. Ki afoy moderator wa majui la diro Dore Fred. Then my fellow panelists, Honorable team, and my brother Miguel. Afoy matek.
Afoy matek Labeja. Honorable, you're most welcome for your very first appearance in Story Wa.
Amira for Rwanda Church. Migwakowa o nina machado tien badak tika mete ki kwako lobacholi kachil ki Uganda wa kuch kumete ki beriye amira for Omera Dr. Fred mati moderator watin ki umeginario ini ki bino kanywa kotam tien anyo team Francis ti councilor machung pilwak make rombe wood madok luak furu kero gan gi kome ni miro mete ke telo gi mo ka bit mu kene council mi ba de la yibi division ati won kom pa Democratic Party I ba de la yibi division amira for story wa milwon atien wa kanyak tam ka chel ki wondu tuwa afoy
for matek for honorable team Miguel Ojoli
but for matek in material lipuwa ki vote me pat Wayne through Story Wa TV for Omer Fred moderator wa panina matien ke for umeginario mangu bino kana ni o bakke unyo adawa capacities chalu bulu wo choko pajo ben choko pajo pe wa ke jo adon again one about team at our level and yeah Miguel Bryan odong Tele Pertino Kwan, East African Institute for Management Science, Telgil President. Ye mo karna lawyer do honorable marriage. Achieve will cancel among when but walk my level line ward a la ropa ye city division council. Kigo marriage we no remona did. When I lawyer bit honorable. But what he can in the struggle of teller is not only positional, even come one to ye any what almost. Kero time work meneni for contributing in building the nation of work.
For matek. Now, me donyi kumnywa kolok waki kume matin waneno Chabet Mokaro and waneno one of our very own chairman Mao, the only chairman Mao in the country. Expressing interest very press conference. Manur Mawajani, he's still consulting. Regarding the speakership race. Jima, wamier kong wanyuak tin, wamier wa discussing, wamier wa unpacking. How possible is it? What hopes does it bring? How does it position the region in the next parliament and in the next government to come? Chia amia chak in the Mao man, the only Mao man in the panel, because the DP chairperson for Gulu West. Let my mount you team consultation. So, kong iwachiwa, what does that mean? Bongar matika ka watching one. Is it a genuine expression of interest? Keje food ngar matika tamme. Do kero tamme ka chel, can we rely on nidong tika bino? So, honorable team, you can take us from there.
Yes, I'm here for moderator. Kachel ki Jomatin Anawa. I come la page me penya. I'm watching equal paladir no bad mouth. And football jogging, 11 more can. We are poor. Ma and Norbert Gil president, me Makara University. Pull down Tamani, pull down to our way, Lokto. Piano can take a PM, Genki, the late Nobo Mayombo, Brigadier Nobo Mayombo, can the late Nobo Mayombo, take care matter. She was chewing mukane car, and put a midware. And what were Gil president, me Makara University. Moyabo yo, my poll pilotiana chewing mukane mobini. Mobile on your time, maybe MP. Michael CA, Kashi again, he did the late Lord Andrew de Mola. Yes, pull down Latini, chi, yes. Pegger gave me a qui, but it remained determined. Ching you do, pull down, Beranana way locked over. Chi, Ipone or minister paying, Magopium Guinea minister, better to become. He has never been a joke. Ke neno mwakapa mayeno beri parliament. Ke funeno answered me parliament. Chi neno quality. Keta eno beri local debate. And gina kate lawyer. What stands out is the amnesty bill. Mayeno kate kwere. Mado dugulo. Makumbi to konyo megiwa. Kilu megiwa. Kiwegiwa ma kemahorete. Michwal gilum. Kumbeti ni dano tika tichi amnesty law. Pipi lo bachuli kanye can but in the diagonal. In the entire country, Kumbeda South Sudan take a borrowing. That same particular law, get a teach query. So, Lokman and me bir speak up no bad money. Birway, bino kachum, paladir no bad money, payela ro. Poldano when you were tamune jalo, walk the rumors mo. Chi, anamero wajani, any logada, mong mo pay, I did no bad mo, take a chum, bir speaker. Me parliament, me Uganda. Anangiu ni kui ini butu mabe kiri bete jomo kene gera giti temo dwalo tiene but logada enu endi la chuo mi beru speaker mi parliament and wante ki gani bitelo arte anu ni
for matter wa winyo from the DP man, the only Mao man in the panel ni the intention is a genuine one and he has never been a joker. So, Amiro Labeja Kong. Now that we have heard, and Mao is really contesting, what do you think he adds to the rest? What is unique about Mao's coming contest? Why is the country up in excitement? Or the current mood that is in the country, what makes it unique? Mao's coming in the race. Ngo madak Mao kelo ma part ma in and where does that leave us? One more early time.
Thank you very much, viewers. Well, then thank you very much, in moderator Dare. Maybe you need to correct your previous statement. Me wajani, team is the only Mao man around, so I don't know what you meant.
He's the one putting on green.
We don't agree with the political ideology, but not bad Mao. So going to the point, I was not born long ago, Furi I was born Machachake. And I started following Norbert Mao. No Furi Atiri, Karama, Norbert Mao TLC5, Igulu. No program to be radio mega. We are poor men no better chawario make diko between chario to cha deck. No winning LC5 no bat mao take a lock. Till lock ma guru twin down. Till lock ma kilo down lobo. Kibana a win your previous records and Mukanity is still in the public domain. Karama mao bedo MP Gulu municipality. Kituta name kelo coach. Chi nano ne dano chalo no bat mao ne te dano mati very competent and he's really very determined in whatever he would do. Then ke nano mao the politics but no bat mao is really very different from other politicians. And kita the incumbent speaker tiga wajane one of our biggest achievement maybe to speak of parliament is bringing people together. The opposition and MPs and the ruling government all together. But Chalo, the politics Mao is playing also talks about that because he's the only politician who is talking about dialogue. He's the only politician who is talking about intermediacy, not talking about discouraging people from being so radical. Then we need to talk as a country. We have to have a natural dialogue. Mano Dano can come from different viewpoints and then they talk. So most people may say Ni Mao should be a speaker because of just Ni Mao is from our region, but to me that is not the truth. That is not the right thing to say. Because Mao to me should be the speaker because right now is the most capable leader in that house, Marama be the speaker. And truth be told, Parliament, ever since the late Speaker Olanya died, has been taken as a joke. It's just looked at as a house for deals. Beyond Kenano, there is no accountability. Parliament is never accountable. And as if Parliament and executives as much, yet the reason why they brought in the three arms of governments to be independent of each other so that they can act as check and balance to the executives. But no, Parliament and the executives, they are just like in bed. My Parliament does not have the moral authority right now to check on what the executive is really doing. So that's why the Ugandans are really very eager for Norbert Mao because he's the one whom people see and they have confidence in that can bring sanity to the August house.
Now, so, when you say, Kai Wajani Parliament and the executive are in bed, someone can think and say, but the man that you are saying should come and be the speaker is a man who has just struck a what? Cooperation agreement with the NRM. So how sure are you that in his time, that what you are saying, that the executive and the August House are in bed will not be there? It were berkicha dena ngo nidong aloha eoni boberuti.
So thank you very much again for that question. And I've still been telling about the credibility and then the previous records by Norbert Mao. Norbert Mao being a minister in the docket of Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs has still remained vocal on issues Mao do oppress the citizens. So he's still having that character. Ma is able to tell the president, here you have done wrong. This is not supposed to have been done like this. So we still have that capacity. Ma Wananone, though he's being tied by being a member of the executive, he still speaks out. But then when you look at executives and then the legislative arm of government, they are really very independent. So you will not be having anything which would tie him to the hearth of executive. So we'll be speaking like independently. That's what I believe, and basing on his track records.
Okay. Miguel, has Mao ever been a speaker before? No. Why is the country excited then?
All right, thank you for my talk. Umegina magume otangi kinmete wenye kido moderator. Atamo petian ma chel. Kerala ten mufuru bulu kui petian ma chel tenwa para bor. Nyo mapo bulu kui makwana in a primary school. Ngayon there is someone that is supposed to be elected Magaluni speaker. Norbert. Lok ni chume beru speaker me parliament is actually sounding beyond the corridors of parliament, working gang in the villages. Yani, there is someone who is very capable going for the race. Now, kaini gana ananero anaye akili unyungej di yarmala mal. Take a chair of computing ki ichiane. But at the end of it all, an ki ian ki dama walk wing ginge what is good for Uganda. Anyway, ichan kan you following on in all the other parts of Uganda. You get to realize ni even those who were just from criticizing Norbert Mao for the cooperation agreement KNRM is saying is the right man for the job. Even those who full of war were criticizing him why he's coming back for the road project are saying he's the right man for the job. To bring us to the saying name, I am happy ni every Ugandan ngingo beg Uganda. We only fear ni wapere kero me wako gana beg Uganda beruti. But wangi gana beg Uganda. Tilo kadani kanya berka following the parliamentary sessions. And personally, I've been following. I don't last for 30 minutes watching if it is the Speaker of Parliament sharing the House. Because there are things my a Speaker would end up doing in the House, but it is done. Actually, to me, this past 4 years or 3 years, Penel picking over about elect Jacob Olanya. It was more okay to me to watch the parliamentary sessions when the deputy speaker is the one sharing the house. Because me, I know, and you also know that it brings content. You get the point. So the whole point, of Darwin are very excited is because at last someone might take care. Actually, at last, ngat ma take a duaka pain ka biyon ka Uganda, yung parliament Uganda has come to save the house. Because one of your care for no one more. It is far much beyond being a Speaker of Parliament. But Pendo Ngarmo Pere is taking up the mantle to go and share the house. Kito Mario, maybe chama gwa wepen wala panye. I mean, watch ni this time motum ini. Over time, it was not time pa speaker mati komi. Over time, over time pa boss. So to me, it is a very fresh and level ground at Ngarumaya can. Ne 2026 metiara nyimi, you pick your fresh term. Panchana about your term pa boss. The late Makiguma right, may his soul rest in peace. The late Jacob Olanya, Robert Lunga Tuara. So the Right Honorable Anita Amongi came in to finish what the boss had been doing. So to me, whatever achievements she could have encountered during these years in Parliament, it is not her credits. It doesn't go to her. Wangeoni in the first session of Parliament, the late speaker was very passionate about Anita I brought the Parliament to the people. But we all know bringing the Parliament to the people was the brainchild to the late Jacob Olanya. So she only went there to do what the late has said to be done. Actually, we thank her for doing them. Now, Lokma, when you enter Wayne as a speaker, she did very much to ensure that she brings people into. Penny, it is wrong to say uniting people. No, she's saying she brought people to NRM. Now, in the art, my Loro BQ position, let them be there. They're very important. So she moved away from doing the work of a speaker in doing a work of the party mobilizer. And I think to me that is where she fits, being the NRM party mobilizer. Let her go out, mobilize for the party. And we have a very intellectual speaker chairing the house.
Iwayo ni any race ma intellectual ability teacher kalwen ki chame.
Yes.
America ya kong elni. Ya kong ye malaj kong yang.
All right. Pa pormo board to our pot chop. We down football. We all know ni. Even when we could not openly see, okay, we could see, but we could not openly say it. Ngan ma chok, dog teacher chok lo ki the Right Honorable Anita and Among. And it is not reasonable for you to waste 5 or 6 billion, just to go and sit in the SEC to advise the president. That was Tayeba, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker. So kahamba do nyiro wa jigano meno. Oya wiwa wa so tiana ka tike maduong the speaker, what does she need? So my child tiana eroni, because you cannot use 5 billion to be a mere member of SEC to advise the president. We in turn many of them do not advise the president because the president is senior to them. So more my child, but the money was there. The money was there.
No, pay it then pay advising president.
Yeah,
We're gonna get advising.
yeah, sure. Confortable body for no. Mario, let's see the members of parliament and the Right Honorable Speaker Chan work into the party. It is on record. Some of them from within the land, this has been the most costly election they have done, campaigns they have done. Actually admitting he has used more than 300 million to these campaigns. Era Karma anti-opposition, no more you 80 million. And where does the 300 million comes from?
Don't know.
The money has been, they have been having full support from the person who brought them into the party. This happens in politics. You brought someone to the party, we are not opponent and me kill into the party and you do all it takes make work in office. And that was done by their boss, the Right Honorable Speaker. She did all she could do to ensure via giving them support to ensure Johnny are kept in office.
So
to me, because tell my message Chani, she went to compete with a veteran politician who had very high integrity, and she said, if my winning election would be based on giving money to delegates, I'd rather not win the race. And now I wish we have many people of that caliber in Uganda. So, that makes me say, China power in parliament. But one of the was battled out, China Maduong. He came out with a slogan, "Kain karmo benga chunga to chama to bol kemao." You get the point. So I want to declare, we can even open this slogan, chama nita bol kemao.
Bol apo kaneti ni bol eni nongo MPs en bol.
Yes.
Angeni polalo wa lutino matino wa wangi mo wa doma po an pa berge kair me bolo kwiki mo. I have pa berge kair ben me winyu mo ka biro me berge kair ma kair mo biro kwi me chung weng no an food party tie eligible me bolo kwi. And again ma tie what remains wetenini. And a slogan and bola to chama to boli mo.
Yes.
Now honorable Amir Kong Penny, Amir Wanyang Kong, Kumbelichani Wanyang ni Kirmachalo, His Excellency Miguel Awadio, Chene, Ticate Legging Kiadam, Elepa Miguel, Wangeni, the current speaker, is still an incumbent. Uberi Parliament, Uberi Kadoro, the 529 people ever since. Basing on the structure of the country, what hopes is there for Mao? Twere nining ki Mao me be to job madong and speak up berga di kwegi wa kubole kui. Because this is a game of numbers. Chairman Mao no numbers eki kwane kuntika tele bene ki chairman.
Yes, a foil, moderator. Gina chila mera waji mapirte ena yeni. One machala chuli. Wabulu kui ma poll leader ki President Museveni. Over 80%. And that should not be taken for granted. Me and Rio, I did President General Mamekwa, Majalo Honorable Norbert Mao. Pochung, the President in Uganda. And then openly backing President Museveni. And why ki bol kui ki President Museveni. And why ni petian ma chil. Ene biru ki Museveni. Better ene begwero kui Museveni. And that should not be taken for granted. Because Majalo Democratic Party, not Majalo Party president, is automatic presidential candidate. So the National Executive Committee, Oberuping, Chiwajini, Mao Miarompu Chung president, and Ochung, Jalo Mema Mengo, Mi parliament. Chi, any should not be taken for granted. And I made a 8 kilo member, me NRM. Kilo members, ni political parties or wang, ni chung pa Mao speaker ni, is not about political party. It's not about Karamajala Chuli, but it's about Uganda as a country. Because kama Uganda take a cherieni, miro dano mano tie kidero lemon woni statecraft. Statecraft. Dano maromo neni kikubuji mugma pigi tegu ikit metich pagamente wek uwor mabe mano ruate. Yani ke neno kama Uganda teacher. What is a transition? Kiride kirimero. There is a state and there is a government. Kiriwa de kiriwa mero government pa President Museveni bichero. And a government is formed after every 5 years. Umbe 1 year President Museveni after 5 years merongo. So government we are government information. Chi miro ni government mabo ane we state matek. Ngoma gwa state chi the arms of government. Omo ngene executive ti watiki legislature mapira ta kido judiciary. Chi ngej kidiro pala dir President Norbert Mao ki experience and the experience so duju from chairman LC5. He understands the local politics, the politics of local government, because he has been chairman 5. He has been in parliament for 10 years. He understands the politics of the legislature or the parliament. He has been a minister, or he's still a minister. He understands the executives. Bete lawyer. Obere utiaka kitela mete der me local government. Oduge parliament. Obirungwe cabinet. Manyuti ni
Chaka student politics.
tiki dir in your wing. Maka obere compa speaker. Biru experience in your wing. Malupim gwendi pay kwere. Chi ananoni ye in chena people to you. Pien piwang ma chil anywele mi Uganda miru neni gamento oloke la bon o paremu. Mo Norbert Mao is visionary. Ke neno kita parliament ini kiber kador ne kwede. I me example la chile ka service award. Unu winyo ngoti. Million mia bit. Kita ki poko kwede poni awi dano ni kilwoni service award. okelo peko kom leader opposition machon Mathias Poga igwe wo umbe de pay parliament loka ngo
Service award.
loka service award chine mugu mana accountability ne ngo peke speaker mi parliament on tia gifting chware chalo magogo ki Range Rover I birthday ne lavish expenditure lanyo chilling banga
Pa taxpayers.
ke ne no spending pa Johnny budget pa speaker la kuj mara chi manyuti parliament edini ke penyuwi ikar pagadaga oloto waneno chiek mo ke kata kwere wa bills ki presenting we po no lian honorable liando kuma ke parliament at least nying liando ikwano bills angwen ana mero penyi moderator ki jo ati neno wa ni bills adi mag presenting I flow of parliament adi mudugu chiek parliament is where we make laws parliament pika ripo kino position gigamente karibu kino position gigamente ti iPod mano bad mo de chairman nani pi parliament opposition miro lok tamme gamente lok no tamgi ki nyuak pieni ni od madit madong ke daro lok kom luak kin me dor ngo anywele mi Uganda chene kiromo mi ne but anangiyu ni ye eni ba chente peti yu anu ka wuju lo kada la chencha dano balo over 5 billion meberu is Central Executive Committee ma speaker Anita Amongi udi wichiling madit meberu kwere is Central Executive Committee mubera piem ki right honorable Prime Minister second Prime Minister first Prime Minister Rebecca Kadaga loyo gere yo beru yom endo ko betile wo ma jamanda ko ne la dit president Museveni da ko chimo en right honorable Kadaga mi beru kwere ise kenyu ki Anita Amongi ki powers marom ki privileges marom ini wechi ningo wan ma jala nywele mi Uganda ki meri historical zadi adek Jimwezi Jimwezi Majero Kaindo Tafire ki right honorable speaker majo me parliament rival pa Anita Amongi barong tek loyo isek wajiningo wajiri lutual wanyiro tumo because umbedi ni ba kiti neno dano maromo kati nyoberu ki nenu ki diro maromo chulu mabe we Uganda no president manyien la bongo operemo we are consolidating the state we deke Uganda doc kita na ka yam de kwere ni ka president man boloka ke kar ngo tingwe chi aneno tam ini ki mir pa nywele mi Uganda biboyo chenteo
Man made it for the benefit of our viewers. Ke pokin state ki government.
Of course, government and money ma luaka yero ni. Luak yero LC5 kana po level pagin level ma mai kwai logo government. Ke yero won come a beach mo executive secretary ma konye idong ke beri speaker nga gini. Entro jo ini nge mwaka beach mier ko doka yenyo kuiken gang eno la dir town clerk oberu mot commercial officer oberu mot town agent oberu mot igini egi don kwene kadoro district mano jo ndiga papa ki ngo ki Roma ilevo mi Uganda kadong ka kuyu bino president no jar ka bito kui speaker gi anga agro charmo ka bito kui eno janga mente mo ma pigi tegu la bolle mi court tio intact il court intact the chief justice ki nga gini ki dir mo kene I parliament no be no dongo intact attorney general gi clerk to parliament and the rest pa moñ meno de intact
Police
chief of defense forces police no digingo IGP ineno we jo enuni kagamente kono loke onyopo loke ginongo gitie eno ngobe time Uganda ni kagamero loke jo ini we ngwit ineno we manu we ku beru tie pen jo mapi kite guni ngwai politician de ka shilu ngwai jo mo kon IGP ko nga ko ngo ngwai and wadi waju ni kaga menda block ko nya ngwai pa tu jeng ro pa ko nya ngwai pa chief justice do ngo CDA be dong mi rapu chil ngwai IGP be dong mi ro bet mot kinen kita ngo kitiu ko de ki president manien ki cabinet manien manu ngo
ki kele place
manu ki kele ko de mai kele in place ini poka pa state ka chier ki ngo
ki government
government
binu chero
ero
state
dong ero Uganda government ki state wing la kuiji so any wero ni no mere bet ki dano chalo honorable Norbert mau dano ma pedik la kiniga dano ma pe magolo speaker mi parliament lobo ko MPs ma ubera yele parliament well orero Mwanga jivumbi dikira. Mimbu tambara. Semu nyunganda dikira. Kinero. Wabot wakanye gulu isu lobo ko la dear president Norbert Mao. Cheno o gulu kany. O ya oneno kidjo mo kene oberi furi parliament mwaka bichi ken. Killing mo bera tich kwere. Chena paneta mo. These are facts on ground. Mage ngiyu. So loka chena pobo tiyu. Pien chena do la dear Norbert Mao. Lo ye gulu is kany. Ongo cheno yaro. Eno wayi ni mugo eno mari yere gulu kanye ni edi tibu tuol eno ngiyo kama tule tiye bedanga jere go eno wiye ki kome kineno so chelo ka chene po betiyu wando dikunu
apoyo matar la dire uti wani ekini tibu tuol yes tibu kum tuol ki kome ki ngiyo kama tiye now amir dugu bori la beja kawa dugu bot wakanye te dero la diro timu waja ni actually bolo kui president Museveni 80% dak la dit mau ke kome beno beru ka mobilizing kui ki la dit Museveni ma eno ni nen chalo a very huge bargaining power kumango chidong ki te dero kany kai neno wa Matie in the public domain. It's in the media. It's everywhere. It's not news. Ni lumember in parliament mokenne magi aki kain. Magete in the ruling party. Kama honorable Timothy wajani umiara betala a bargaining power. Ni actually bolu kwiki gamene. Lumember party mokenne give expressing contrary opinion on your opposite opinion to contrary opinion may not be the right word. And gunyuru mirigi mechwako opponent pa mao. Kun honorable Timothy wajani mao tika ari kanda kanyo bolu kui ma date ki president Yoweri Museveni da mao mobilizing kui ban ki president Yoweri Museveni. Tidon kawa neno MPs mo kana ma NRM ki kany in northern Uganda da kitika nyuto mirigi mechwako ngat mo kana. What does that mean? Kidong, Uganda and Maditi, taking into consideration Eastern Uganda, Western Uganda, Northern region, West Nile, Karamoja region. Yini nero ni teko pa mount, twerber ni ning ikwi mantika bino ni.
Afoy matek yin madagati ni anawa. Story wa TV. Kitung bara, anayano chalo, the member of parliament maaki actually mago charati ka di campaigning mao an go mago chal video magi recording ni gi gidiga chwaka Anita mong
I sorry to set it straight the campaigning ke gunyuro mere interest gi
it is both gunyuro interest
is both.
That is both. So they campaign
because we should be clear
they campaign and they also showed their interest kitung bara no chalo everyone has a right to their own opinion in a monobero tamgi and also ginyoro ke wana chuli nga madana ko manobero so I would have not been surprised kono ni ke dana ko manotika aki it is a sub region mapat ke actually and the timing of that campaigning was very poor.
Why?
In their interest is personal rather than for the region. And we have a lot of benefits ma actually buno ka la diet mao the speaker pia not tiki a very high bargaining power wangyo ke daga menta in tiu kere mere bet ki bargaining power then you go to the president or to the executive where Jimmy Notime. So looking in the context of the second question, the possibility of Norbert Mao being the next speaker of government. When you look at the way parliament works, besides being in committees and then the usual salary, there are other benefits comes with your interpersonal relationship with the speaker. The incumbent logo kere, how she has presented herself and among the MPs, she has really been very good to them. But I'm glad 80% of the MPs who benefited from such, they are not now in parliament. 80% of MPs lost the elections. Now the new constitution of parliament, poleki fresh blood in parliament.
The parliament which is to be constituted.
Which is to be constituted. It would demand a very intelligent and knowledgeable speaker to guide the house through rules of procedures and other things which are not is really very conversant. So since we also say politics is a game of numbers, I'm very confident because it is not about, right now it's not about the politics of identity. PNK Nano, what MPs do, they are really very different from the local people. Chalawange, man can easily vote because they have given him a packet of salt, these are intellectual man, they are also alive to the fact that Uganda needs to go to the right direction. So there are people who are going to think, you can give them the money, but they will not vote because it's a secret ballot. So okay now, Mao Tiki support in all these regions because the caliber of people are voting, the intellectuals, they also reason. So that's why I'm very confident the next speaker is going to be Norbert Mao.
Now, Anna, I win you why you need this election is not about kono kami and that thing. Chidong iteka what you need. Iwaje benani everyone is entitled to his opinion. Oberu to ya pangara chere ne chwa ko ngat ma en mero. Chidong iteka what you need. MPs mago age kan mago nyoro mirgi ni gen gibe chwa ngat mo kana chani. Gen gipeki the best interest of the region. Iteka wani the best interest of the region. Pero mo ake bon ngatu mo Canada.
So, let me one why charity begins at home. And curator United States, Karan Obama the president. The interests of Chicago came first. The dead president, president, Hichani, interests Kamayan Aki is always at the forefront. So I think it would have been wiser for before Johnny Kukati Waka, Piana Chani, Honorable Achil T. Chalo chairperson, me actually parliamentary group.
Which is not functioning.
Which is not functioning. So I don't know, Chalo on his honor court, the opinion, position, particularly parliamentary group. And then it would have been much better, kind of kong meeting, particularly parliamentary group, then they come with a position, particularly parliamentary group. Actually parliamentary group, this is our standing point, this is the individual which we are going to support, not based on the anti actually, but based on competence. And they know how competent Norbert Mao is. If they have the interest of actually, the interest of Ugandans.
Now, team. Machala beja wayoni naracheli kiengi tie chairperson pa actually parliamentary group. What's your take on it?
I want to set the record clear. Honorable called Anthony, the chairman pa actually parliamentary group. Oberu chairman pa actually parliamentary group. And we pogo by la telagini honorable court amos miagago not. Chidong ke wajini la did Norbert Mao kongdo betel interim chairman.
Actually, yes.
So kom loko be chairman pa actually parliamentary group. Pitutunu chi honorable Norbert Mao. Okongi kirni riutal. Chi, I want to set the record clear. Honorable Col Anthony, petty chairman pa actually parliamentary group. Eto Oberu chairman pa actually parliamentary group. One of the more the decision again go taking. Get Kajil Honorable Jarma Penduzi, Mr. Potty, Anita Amongi, they have been long friends, which are what the Forum for Democratic Change, FDC. Kibana, we pull a change and out in the Pabo declaration. The Karama, Kilog, NRM. No forgive me, really, and to speak away, Tin Poboliel, Honorable Yellow. Yes. Rubo, man, and I call them, or the young mom, D. Gee, in a bit of Tamgi and one of Peggy Call my year. And of Tamgini, Luamini Tamgini, it does a Tamgichalo individuals. Petam, pa MPs, Mingo, actually weighing. Gee, go win you, no bad more, better dog. Wait, Tibutul, eh? Can't pong you Tibutul. I direct money, window now, go let change a good recording video. And no bad more, people came and get Tibutul. And get go Tibu. Petty go, come to it. Come with Willie, come, I want the Jarago and a gacha. Kampala gacha. Gee, down for the war more.
Our chair, yeah, Honorable His Excellency Miguel Milok Magike. What is your parting shot?
Ingeo, I'm gonna ding twin Kakachuri. Ke Ugandans Wayne, ke lock in the Inamba. Declaration marketing in the opposite direction, the position per mount. Ingeo, in Kere Mielipi, la morning furbo die we need a killer far. In a gantacatime. You don't marry a winning in the declaration, chairman, why your name. Mo did not set them down to consult them. Mo does not need to consult these people. You don't marry on. I'm a white Norbert to and Robert, Chet annually. Magi ake area mag guyano jono chunye go boli ge queenie. This parliament one ngayo ni me representing one. Tama jono kata kereo yamoni. Representing mirwa chara wan jo boli ge qui. Kako si wono nan jono yaro anu. Ki jono kana ma mira wajene ni. Whatever mistakes my job in the different political offices are making, Gunga and the young generation are watching. And it may be a very good opportunity yet to do whatever you can do to reclaim the lost glory of home. So they should rather get back on ground and do what the community expects them to do. Mo is going to make a very ideal Speaker of Parliament, with no doubt. Damiaro Berani, members of Parliament may vote Uganda now, do you madonki yer ge chani. O miara gion nyurki Ugandans need they wish well for Uganda. Because you cannot vote someone other than Mo for Speaker if you wish well for Uganda. So the moment gion nyutwani, Kerkibera poko kare dan can gang to one dan can gang. Again, they can be driven by money. Then we should come back and say there is no more need of election, because what happening 1 more year can gang kanyi, they are much better than one. Better go to your better large and Martin and maybe no Chigichara Uganda.
But it's a secret ballot anyway.
Secret ballot will be borrow kind of Kimi Tiana Kedano, Jokan Jargarkulong, because in your annual deal chole, Tiki believe money in another cham and work on attack. But it should not work that way. Johnny Jomako Quano level malamal, Joangi ping level malamal, John Bechan pay cum level malamal. Cape Madak teapor, then apora. So Chiane, Maki be kill your guinea. Good tea came a bear, a mile get a gilbal and a team okay. Why any jal? Get a bread one get the money. She daughter or Kalaka make a lack get you carry. So get the money, bring home. But vote something, ma bukelu and yim per Uganda in the rightful path. Ma, what you need? Beyond her chimbu, respect her name. It is not everything. Dano should get to know any mere name president in Uganda is a constant. Yes. So let Mo be the speaker.
For you. Labeda ideke achel. Your parting shot.
Foi matak. One moto ni anawa story wa TV. Kiat mado megi nango wajo Jimmy Wang. Wano tie mere sure ni we are bringing it home. Thank you.
Honorable Tim, the Kirachel, your parting shot.
Yes, for your management, Mr. Work, actually moderator, you make it number one very well. Chung pa no bad mao, chalo speaker me parliament. Dugu hope chiana chuinwa chalo tela. Matika doi tela. Manuti it's inspiring our generation. Anangeni P1 keken ento dano duju mano gitamoni Uganda mergetel iyo mupore chi an leo ni lwa obiri tek chwin ni da dir no bad mo biloyo kui kiri betil wen mugo kimiri chak ki tok on chi wan poti par ne ga chiel ename wa ni any mistake magumbet ludirwa new MPs were magidi tela gidi timone one machalo generation of the new leaders one who taking advantage anoni one anyway from members me parliament so any mistake magidi timone one tiga nano ki chok and one what qualification wing chi pugo wek pigwang diang obet yum twin pagwo
Foi matek. Pig wang diang po miara duk yom chwin pagwok. Ya giki ni episode wa matin. Chawa ye dong diwa no miara discussion no chiate o meda nyim da o meda nyim. Chi afoyo panelist matek, afoyo Labeja Henry, afoyo Honorable Timothy, Your Excellency Miguel afoyo matek. To our viewers, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for all that is happening in political arena. We will always bring you with impartiality, and I want to remind you that all the discussions here has been the opinions of our panelists and your host. I remain Odor Fred. Catch you next time. Bye.